Have you always wanted to live where you have a beautiful waterfront view, but since all the hurricanes passed through Florida last year, you're a little bit nervous to buy actually on the coast? Well, I have something here in beautiful San Antonio, Florida, that is located on the 15-acre Crystal Lagoon. It's inland coastal living right on the shores of the 15-acre Crystal Lagoon, and I'm going to show it to you today. Come on, let's go. This townhome community is so exciting. It's located in San Antonio, Florida, and it's called Isla Mirada or Isla Mirada. That sounds a little bit more exotic. The builder technically calls it Isla, I-S-L-A, Mirada, and it is beautiful. It is basically saying, hey, we're almost on an island here right in the middle of Pasco County, Florida, because you can actually have a view of the 15-acre Crystal Lagoon right behind me. If you're not familiar with Mirada in San Antonio, Florida, then I will make sure that I put up a playlist of everything about Mirada in this video a little bit later so that you can research everything there is to know about Mirada. But this is one of the newest sections within Mirada. Mirada is located in San Antonio, Florida, like I mentioned, but it's about a 35-mile drive north of downtown Tampa. What is different about these townhomes? Well, first of all, they're luxurious. That's number one. And you get to have a 2-car garage, which not all the townhomes in Mirada have 2-car garages. There's some that only have 1-car garage. There is a section, Mirada Homes does offer a townhome with a 2-car garage, but that is not, does not have this type of view that you have here. They are offering 2 different floor plans here, the Bimini model, which is always an end unit, and then the Aruba model. The Bimini model is a little bit bigger at just under 2,000 square feet, and the Aruba model is just under 1,800 square feet, both living area. Now, they are both 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhomes. However, the Bimini model does have an option to change the loft upstairs into a 4th bedroom. So you could have a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom if you want. We'll have the ability to select upgrades to the base price, the base items that come with the home. So you're probably wondering, what is the base price of the home? The Bimini end unit base price starts at about $399,000 today. Those prices could change, but today, and we're very close to the end of July in 2025, is just under $400,000 and a little bit less for the Aruba. Now, if you want to have this fantastic view here, you will pay a lot premium. And for the Bimini right now, the lot premium for a view like this one is $50,000. And for the Aruba, it's $30,000. Now, if you're inland and don't have that view, but you have, like, let's say you have like a retention pond view. That doesn't sound as glamorous. There is a slight lot premium on those as well, between $10,000 and $20,000. So you've got your base price, you've got your lot premium, and then if you decide that you want different cabinets or a different countertop or different flooring, then you are going to have to pay extra for those things as well, but you get to customize it to your liking. So you'll have the ability to pick out your countertops, your cabinets, your backsplash, your fixtures, your flooring, lots of different options for you to choose from. And just depending on how crazy you go, you can spend anywhere from, nothing to $100,000, for example, on your upgrades. So you do have to be a little bit careful doing that. This kitchen is beautiful. It's spacious. You can have 4, 5 people dining here, standing here. You got your actual dining area right over here and the living area. And so can you imagine? This is inland coastal living right here. It really is. It's beautiful. So you could be here, you're washing some dishes right here, and then you're cooking here. But the whole time you have this beautiful view right here. Even get a peekaboo view of sunset, because at least in this particular spot right here, you're going to have the sun setting over this way. This model is not for sale yet, but it will be someday. Right now it's going to be for people to look at. Now we have a screened in porch. Looks like got curtains in there. And I am out here. It's kind of, I mean, there's plenty of people out there. It's a hot, sunny day, although it is cloudy. And I don't hear any noise. So, you know, for people to say, oh, you're going to hear people at the lagoon, you might hear some music a little bit. You might hear some people laughing, having some fun. But, I mean, so what? You'd hear that if you lived actually on the beach. You would hear that. So, all right, let's go this way. Back in through here. Give that a little lock. This door right here leads to the 2-car garage, but it is set up as an office right now. And then we have our powder room, half bath, right here. So that is really convenient for your guests, for yourself. You have some under the stair storage as well. And then we go upstairs. So as we come up the stairs, you have to remember that this model has the option for the 4th bedroom, which is right here, or a loft. So the loft would be right here, and you have to imagine that this wall would not be here and it would be wide open, or a bedroom like they did it here. So this is the 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And we're gonna go to the full bathroom here. The ceilings are really high up here. Very nice. This would be your linen closet. One of the bedrooms. Lovely. Sizable closet. Go through here. I love how they decorate this. It's so, so cute. So this is the same type of closet right here. This bedroom seems to be a little bit bigger. Okay, now this is where the loft would be, but they made it a 4th bedroom. You could also use this as an office area, you know, with the door for more privacy, or leave it open for the loft. So I do think that that makes a nice option. The laundry room is right here upstairs, which is so convenient because all of your dirty clothes will be upstairs because all of the bedrooms are upstairs. This will be where the air handler is, right here. And then look here, primary suite. And I'm gonna go straight. It looks like you are right on top of the water. How about that? Amazing. Oh my gosh, a seagull just flew by. I don't know why they think it is salt water. It's not. So you've got kayakers over here. You can see the different aspects of the lagoon. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I'll tell you, there are much worse views than that. Okay. This is a nice size primary. They have it set up with a nice little chair here. You could have some comfy seating right here. Wake up to that view if you want it to. There you go. Look at that. I just can't get enough of that. This is a very nice size closet. You have some attic access right there. Nice size closet. You could even get a small island in here. And then we have the double vanities. Walk-in shower. Okay, so this is very well done. Okay, so now we're gonna pop over and see the Aruba model. Come on. Okay, this is the Aruba model. All the Aruba models are interior units. And when you walk in the door, you get a very similar, I mean, this is a great view. Look at this. Get a similar sensation, like you are living on the water. Look at that. Amazing. And look, oh, some birds just flew by. We've got the kayakers. Look at that. Not bad. It's a private alcove type of patio here. So this is a slightly smaller townhome. This one is just under 1,800 square feet living. And they have staged this with the darker tones, the darker cabinets and the black handles and the different type of faucet fixture here. It's really pretty, it really is. But you can still get I would get 4 people to sit here. You could easily get 4. You could have a nice group of people here. View is beautiful. So here, you're just standing here, you're making your coffee, you're preparing stuff, and you've just got this great peaceful view right here. I think it's awesome. Here's a nice pantry. Again, this is my first time seeing this with you, so we are experiencing this together. All right, so this will be the entrance into the garage, the 2-car garage. Okay, and got a drop zone right when you come in. Then you have the powder room. Look at this tile on the wall. So that is an option that you could choose, or else they would not put that in here. I would imagine that's an option. It has to be. We can double check with the rep. Now let's talk about that a little bit while we're walking up the stairs. Hopefully I won't get too out of breath. But when you are looking at a new home, a new construction home, you will work closely with the builder rep. But remember, the builder rep works for the builder, not for you. I work for you. That's why you call me, so I can help you through this process. Okay, so here we go. We have the top of the stairs. Now in this particular model, you know, the designer model, they have this all configured like this. That's probably an option. So it probably doesn't come standard with that. I'd be surprised. Let's check out. This is going to be where the air handler is. Then we have the laundry area. This is I think this might even be bigger. We've got a big closet in here, bigger than the Bimini, I think. It feels like it. So you could very easily add a countertop here and shelving here and really make great use of that space. Okay, so this is the primary suite. Let's check this out. Oh, all right. First of all, let's just experience walking in. Okay. I mean, it just is so pretty. This is a beautiful view. It is worth it. Nice touch there with the flying birds. Because you will see birds flying this way. Just saw one down there flying around. Pretty, very pretty, it's very calming up here. And this Aruba, like I said, has different finishes. So look at the black shower and the window right there. That's nice. That's not too shabby. Let's look here. Look, see if I can get that. Look, it's just pretty. You can look at the sky. Well, oh, and the birds just flew by. That's awesome. So that's pretty. You take a shower, you can see the sky, very nice. This is a very nice sized bathroom. And look at the countertops. This would be one of the options that you have. So, and the fixtures in here. I am personally, I like this type of finish a little bit better personally, but that's the great thing about having options is that you can choose what you like. And you can't do that with every townhome because not every townhome lets you pick out what you like. They just come a certain way and you have to live with it. And I think if you're going to spend $400,000 or more, you should be able to pick out what you want. That's just my my opinion, right? Okay, so here we have the other 2 bedrooms, and this, I've got a surprise for you here. Again, this, oh, well, they've finished this differently. They've made this kind of a little man cave, and instead of it being a regular closet, they've made it into a non-wet bar, just a bar. Should have just said bar. They put a fridge in here and made this something. They're trying to give you visions of how you can make this, customize it yourself. So that's pretty clever. But this is technically a bedroom. Again, this is the 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it's got, this is dated, what I'm going to say, but Jack and Jill bathroom, which simply means that there's a bathroom that is shared between 2 bedrooms. So in the past, when a family had a boy and a family had a girl, and the girl stayed in one room and the boy stayed in the other, one was named Jack, one was named Jill, and they would share a bathroom. And that's why they called it the Jack and Jill, because they both have entrances to the bathroom. So that is a nice, nice amenity to have, because they don't have to be going out into the hallway and stomping about above the living area. Right here, easy access. All right, so that pretty much does it for the upstairs of the Aruba model. So I wanted to share with you a little bit more information about the fees, right? So you're gonna have, and I have to use my cheat sheet because I don't know everything here. By heart, it's all brand new. It's all brand new. They just opened these models a week ago. So all this information is brand new. So you can't expect me to memorize all of it. So I'm gonna get it accurate for you. You're gonna have a master association, and that is $250 per quarter, and it includes your cable and your internet. They have fantastic internet here. And by the way, on that note, during the hurricanes last fall, where many neighborhoods lost power and internet, Mirada was one of the few neighborhoods in the area that really kept all the power and internet on. I think there were a few instances of brief outages, but because they have underground utilities here, the service remained intact, and they had a very comfortable living situation after the hurricanes. Well, I just live a couple miles down the road, and I was without power and internet for days. So, all right, so then, and also common ground landscaping and maintenance. Now, also there is a sub-association here, easy for me to say, which is $300 a month. That is going to include your irrigation and your landscaping for your lot. Exterior painting when it's needed, and the exterior insurance to include the roof and the exterior walls. You're going to have pest control on the outside, and they'll pressure wash it from time to time. So that is really, that's worth it right there. And then you will, when you buy into this community, you have an initiation fee. It's called a one-time, basically a capital contribution fee, initiation fee, and that's just over $1,000, just under $1,100, one-time fee. And then you will have your quarterly fee of $124 a quarter is what it says here. So you get access to the Crystal Lagoon during operating hours. As a resident here, you will get access to all of the resident-only events in addition to other events as well. So it really is, you know, You're right around the corner from the main entrance. You cannot enter it from your backyard. Okay, that might be a question you're asking. You can't do that. Some people even ask, hey, are there alligators in that lagoon? Well, it's a body of water, and if water is wet in Florida, there could be an alligator, but that's not what their common experience is here. And they have people, maintenance people, people who work at the lagoon, and they inspect the lagoon every morning before it opens and make sure that there are no critters in it. And then they have patrols throughout the lagoon during the day, and they also make sure that's not, it's like saying that, is there an alligator in your pool? This is just a larger size pool. So then you will also have what's called a CDD fee. That is paid once a year in your property tax bill, and that is just under $1,800 a year. So you have that fee too. Anyways, it is, townhome living isn't without fees, and you already know that if you're looking at townhomes, but this is really the best of the best. It's inland coastal living. It's beautiful. It's right in the heart of Pasco County. Dade City is only about 5 miles away. Beautiful San Antonio, Florida. The actual old part of San Antonio, Florida is just about a mile away. We have a lot of cute things coming. We have a lot of cute little things in the heart of San Antonio, and then there's going to be a lot more amenities here. There's actually a Publix right at the entrance of this community as well. You have easy access to the interstate. There's a lot to be said for getting into these townhomes early. And if you are thinking about moving to the area, moving to Florida, moving up from a different area, moving from the coastal area inland, but want to have a similar type of view, similar type of experience. Maybe you love the water, but you don't like sand. This might just be for you. Reach out to me. I am happy to help you. That is what I am here for. My name is Allison Newlon. I'm the broker owner of Platinum Properties of Florida, and I look forward to talking to you. So if you are not familiar with the Mirada subdivision and you want to watch some videos about different parts of Mirada, about what it's like to go to the lagoon, what it's like in the single family home areas, I have videos about that, and I will pop those up there. You can take a look.